Happy Sunday. This is your style appetizer for the week. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm especially happy because what I want to talk about today is the ever constant reminder, the ever constant reminder that I don't talk about enough, to claim your crown. You know, I just got done doing a bunch of videos for Instagram, and I recognized, and I realized only later because I didn't have my glasses on, that I had this I ate a poppy seed bagel. I had a little poppy seed stuck in my tooth. Now, here's the deal. I can't go back and fix it. I can be with it. And what does that have to do with claiming your crown? So, claiming your crown, my dear ladies, has to do with just being with life exactly the way it is and exactly the way it isn't. Okay. When we say claim, or when I say claim your crown, it's like, can you be with this part of living when it's not quite perfect? Like, I'm doing all these videos and I got this black thing stuck here in my throat, in my tooth. But it kind of gets stuck in our throat because when we are hung up on doing the things that are mistakes, or when we get hung up in a situation, like you had a conversation with someone and the conversation didn't go so well, or you said something and you put your foot in your mouth, and then not only did you put your foot in your mouth, but you said open mouth, insert foot, open mouth further, insert second foot. Yeah, well, sometimes that's not so funny. I'm laughing right now. However, those are moments that have to do with our humanness, you know, and our personhood and the level of who we are when we claim our crown shows up with the mistakes that we make. It shows up inside of the context of, well, who you're being when shift hits the fan. Who am I being when everything isn't so perfect? Can I point to the stuff that's not perfect and go and talk about it and point, you know, shed light on it, so I can say, wow, I really did that. That wasn't so cool. Can I go to a friend when I know that I've said something or hurt them, or they come back to me and say, you know what, that wasn't really cool. Why'd you do that? That really made me sad, or made me feel whatever. People still say made me feel. Like, you can't make anybody feel anything. Nobody can make me feel anything. That would just mean that I'm giving you the key to my emotional bank or my emotional vault, and I'm giving you the opportunity to do. I feel what I feel because I feel what I feel. But half the world hasn't gotten there yet. You have, because you're watching this. But going back, let's just go back to being with life exactly the way it is. Poppy seed in my tooth, or something sticking on my face like a piece of pasta after the meal. You wipe your face, you know, there's something stuck here. Or a friend of mine I just had this conversation with, single white hair sticking out of someone's nose. Should you go say it? The other day I was in a store, and the owner was very kind and very gracious and shared his fruit with me. And he took a bite off of his fruit, and some of it ended up on his t-shirt. And later on, he's standing in the mirror 10 minutes later, and he sees it and he says, why didn't you say something to me? I'm like, I don't even know who you are. We've just met. You're the owner of a store. I'm just a customer. So the thing about all of this, and how does this relate to claim your crown? What it relates to is, we can't start with other people. We can start with ourselves. Can I be with life and the poppy seed on my tooth and the mistakes that I make, and bring myself to a place where I can actually be with all of that and notice it and gravitate to a place where I can get bigger, and I can hopefully immediately, maybe not immediately, but sooner rather than later, get to the place where I can acknowledge my shortcomings to the other person, my shortcomings to myself, and then drop it. like you drop a pencil, like you drop a Kleenex, DROP, drop it. And a friend of mine just reminded me of that the other day again, because I have a tendency to beat up on myself when I make mistakes, because I'm like, oh my God, you're a transformational leader. You should know better. Truth is, no wings. See any wings? No wings on my back. None. Okay. It's not even that there's scars there because there used to be some wings. They're just scapulous. And sometimes they need a good massage. And that's it. So be gentle, be kind, be loving, claim your crown. We all have shortcomings. We all have character defects. And when we notice them and when we be with them, we can turn them into character assets. I love you. Now I want you to go play in your closet and say thank you to the friends that remind you of who you are, good, bad, and ugly, because those are the angels in our lives. Those are the ones that have the wings. Play in your closet, go light up the world, and tell me which corner of the universe you're lighting up today. See you soon. See you next week, actually. Mwah.